Hello and welcome back to Victoria 2. Let me start off by apologizing for missing the video yesterday. I was much like this unit over here. I was taking a lot of attrition, slowly dying, and yeah, things weren't going great. But just like this unit, I just split myself in half and then moved myself to another province, and I was feeling much better. So yeah. That analogy kind of fell apart halfway through. Anyway, yes, we are back and we're doing well on the budget. We're moving a lot of things across. We are currently at war with the two Sicilies, but, you know, we're not really at war. In fact, it looks like our ally is about to get destroyed, which probably means it's about time for the North German Federation. I really wish they were sitting at France's border and not my border. Although they are only at half morale. Yeah, might be time to build a little bit of an army in Europe. Let's see, we have no army to build in Europe. Well, you know, that's fine. Might be time to bring some army back to Europe, maybe. Where are my boats? Where's my navy? It's here. I'm actually going to bring my navy over to this area, and I'm going to go and I'm going to pick up my men again. Because I feel like, basically, it's not going to work. Like, I think we're about to be attacked, but I don't think we're about to be attacked this very second, so I think we've got a chance. Now, apparently, iron steamers, or whatever it's called here, I forgot exactly what the, oh, it was in Navy. Iron steamers, the ironclad, that's it. Apparently, they're not the best for us because they can only, like, take a long time to build, basically, I think is what was said. So although they give the best supply ratio, they're probably not the best for us. We probably want monitors, apparently. And they're not as expensive, so we'll see about that for colonial power. But we're not too worried about it. Anyway, I'm going to unpause. We lost a ton of money straight away, but... Oh, okay. I was worried there. It took me a second or two to read through this, but it looks like Netherlands are going to attack Egypt. That's a lot better than I initially thought. I thought they were about to attack us. In fact, I thought they were attacking us. So yeah, we'll hope we're fine. White peace works for me. I have no problems with a white peace, to be honest with you. Works absolutely fine. Yeah, we stay exactly where we are. We didn't commit anything to that war. I think that's good. Yeah, I'm just having a look around here. It looks like the North German Federation's about to attack Bavaria. And that would mean that that's why there's an army here, because they're also about to attack us. Because if they attack Bavaria, they are attacking us in theory. I could see that. I could see that being a thing. Anyway, let's keep going. Nothing really to rush on. What's this one? Oman fears we're coming. What is... Apparently our... Ah! This is what the person was talking about in the comments. Yeah, when I was looking up here for our infamy and going, I can't see it. Where is it? The answer is it's actually up here, and it's very obvious on the screen. If you just know where to look. So, we actually have 23 infamy, so we're not really going to attack them soon. We do have the plus 0.1 from Geneva Convention, and pop consciousness also increases it. So I guess you want a really low consciousness if you want to go and conquer a lot of land. I guess that's one reason to have low consciousness. Like, up till now, I still don't actually know what consciousness does. I know what militancy does, but consciousness, I guess, is infamy. Not much else I've really looked at here. Anyway, we have some rebel factions. We could suppress, but this will make them more likely to be radical in the future, and we don't want them to be radical. What do you want? You want acceptable minimum wage. You can't have it, because it wouldn't win the vote. Fair enough, fair enough. We could suppress one of those. Like, we could suppress this one because it's never going away. Granted reforms, minus 32. Population support is high. Yeah, that's a problem. There are a lot of little rebels here. Is there anything we can do to make it fire? If we suppress it, it'll be more radical in the future. I'm assuming that means they'll have more men in the future? Or does that mean they'll fire quicker in the future? That's a lot of supporters. Like, compared to our population, that's a relatively high number. You know what, let's just boot them for just now. We'll boot those guys as well. I'm not entirely sure what suppression points do, but we have 100 of them and we were capped out, so it seems like a good idea. Apparently 1890 is when we can get 2 allies of the great powers. I think we're just going to... We still have our alliance with France, right? Yeah. So we're just going to keep our alliance topped up with Russia, just because that way, when it comes around, we'll be first on the block. Like, we'll be instantly on Russia, like, we want to be your ally. Because if we can have France and Russia, North German Federation's looking a lot less strong compared to us. Because we'll have 2 big people, like, willing to fight for us. And really, we want to stay neutral. We want to stay... Like, the best position for Belgium right now is to do nothing. Because if we get involved in anything big, our mainland provinces are gone. Like, they're really easy to take. But if we can slowly win over in kind of like an economic game, we can take a lot of land and kind of push beyond the boundaries you'd expect. Oh my god, France are going wild in Africa. They must have colonial points or something. Crazy. Anyway. Let's keep going. Wait for our people to get around here. Apparently I was right as well. I did read through the comments like yesterday while I was ill, so that kind of told me what I was meant to do. Apparently bureaucrats are the ones that we need to use to get the conversions happening. Because you need 1% bureaucrats or something in the country, and then that will allow it to happen, although you also need it to just randomly happen with culture, so it probably won't or something, so... That was about where we're at, but that's fine. Fish production and tax efficiency went up. Good. More money. Look how much more money we got. Tax efficiency is great. Apparently, the rich should only be taxed about 30%, so... I don't know. Let's tax them at 30%. Let's see what that does for us. Presumably, what that'll do is that'll make more projects appear or something like that, or make them invest in us. Oh no, that would be foreign powers invest. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I'll admit, I'm just gonna randomly going at it. Oh, pause. There we go. Our technology. So we now have the iron steamers. We can't get those yet, because that would need to be 1880, but we don't really need to worry about that. Naval build times could be nice. Before we go and build. Like, getting a couple of those naval build times would be very, very good, actually. Yeah, let's get a couple of naval build times. They'll research quickly, because they're old tech. What have we got here? Fears of Sweden. They're worried about the Russians. Okay. Oman is... No, sorry. The Ottomans are worried... Oh no, they have good relations with the North German Federation. Okay. Yeah, I think our plans of taking Africa are probably dead. Especially as France did this to our Somaliland over here. They've just completely surrounded it. Yeah. I think we'd probably give up on the colonial gain, which is unfortunate because we put a lot into it, but I feel like I would prefer to have the provinces just earning us money right now. I'm not sure. Request military access from Netherlands. Why? You're at war with Egypt. Then, no? I think. Yeah. Sod off. They only, like, yeah. Why would we ever give them military access? That just seems like a really bad idea for us. These are all still 100. That's really good. Let's drop in our... Let's drop in one with artillery. We'll move you along one. There we go. Get on the transport fleet, and then I'll move you all the way back over to here, because I'm still worried about the North German Federation. Who are their allies? They're allied with Great Britain, Denmark, and the Ottomans. My god. That would be very scary at this exact moment if they were to attack us. Upper house rearranged. Yep. Pretty much nobody has power and it's all coalitions everywhere. Oh well. Is there anybody else we want to be friends with? France? We're topped up. Who are our allies? We're allied with France. Italy? We'll top up the relations with Italy. We're also allied with Bavaria, who we'll top up relations with. Just because we have the points, we should probably spend them. Luxembourg, I don't care, but Württemberg are at least a reasonably sized country. There we go. That seems alright. It's not the worst. We can now construct ironclads. Okay. Abu Dhabi would like to join in on the war. No, they're in a war with the Ottomans. Okay, what are the Ottomans actually in? They're in the war for Nej. Is that how you say it? Nejdi? I'm not sure. But I think we're okay given the military access. We're not really that worried. I mean, we'd prefer to take the land ourselves, but it's not really going to happen with our current amount of infamy. So, it's unfortunate. There's a leaflet campaign. Do we want to lose consciousness or gain liberal in the upper house? But they would become more reactionary, which means that they would be more likely to go and join rebels, maybe. Do we want gain up to 10 liberals in the upper house? We don't want liberals in the upper house because that'll break our balance right now. Wait, do we have two things? We only had one thing previously. Oh, we have the central bank. Oh, that's nice. I think we want to lose the consciousness and have the reactionaries. Okay, what have we got here? Rebel factions. We do have a lot of Flemish rebels thinking they want to appear. We also have some Belgian communists. Okay. Naval build time is done. Perfect. We'll get the next one. Yeah. France are really doing a good job on their colonization of Africa. Like, superb amount of job there. Oh. I could have given Nej some military access, but looks like they might have lost their army, so there we go. Netherlands and Egypt are at war. So the Netherlands... So they're just at war with the Netherlands. Could we intervene? Because we want to... Yeah. I would like to intervene if I... Can I offer to join your war? No. I guess it's only a thing that great powers can do. To just kind of push themselves in and go, actually, I'd like to come into a war. Because France did that to us once. We can't justify, like, a defend war or something. No. Okay. I was seeing whether there was a way in. Egypt, to be honest, if I offered you an alliance, you should just take it at this point. In fact, I could offer them more subsidies. I just don't really want the Netherlands taking land next to us. Let's increase relations, see if they want that alliance. Because I would like to get in on that war. Because if it's just Egypt, if we can somehow get in that war, we've got a good war in the Netherlands, potentially expand our mainland, which would be nice. And who are the Netherlands even allied with right now? Portugal, Spain, and the Ottomans? Uh-huh. We're going to get so much infamy if we try and justify a war, aren't we? Yeah. Pretty much. What if we go for another one? Like free people or liberate? We still get infamy, so it doesn't really matter. Oh well. It was worth a try. Just looking in there. What's this one? I was kind of wondering. 54. That must be like... I have no idea. Maybe that's the number that are ready? The following report shows supply throughput demands. Oh, alright. Do we want to start building, like, some boats? One, we do want to get those two merged together right now. Apparently we need 10% cav, which we almost have. We're about one off. In fact, if we got one more, that pretty much lines us up to an almost okay kind of composition. Not amazing, but almost. Can we get one cav in Europe? Nope. Okay. Let's get ourselves some navy. I would like to build... is it Commerce Raiders, maybe, was the one that I was recommended to build? I have no idea. See, this one requires a lot of naval ports. Ah, okay, that's the kind of a major problem. Commerce Raiders, I think, were alright. So we're actually going to build some of those in everywhere, I think. Yeah, I'll have, like, some of those. Can I just keep building? What's the downside? I'm assuming this is how many we can actually have in each province, but it seems to just let me click forever. That's the bit I don't understand here, because I could click that and get another 3 on the list, right? But what does that actually mean? Like, would it build them and still count towards our limit, or can we go over our limit? I guess it means we can go over our limit. Interesting. Anyway, we'll grab the Commerce Raiders. Might give us some colonial power, which we can then decide what to do with. We're going to go over our limit anyway, if that's red, right? I assume so. Anyway, doesn't really matter, Kinda giving up the colonial gain, but we'll see how it goes. Naval build time goes down. We'll get the next naval build time. We are doing a lot of naval building, so that'd be nice. Hopefully that does actually affect ones that are currently going. I'm not entirely sure if it does or not. Colonial incident. A colonial regiment in one of our colonies has had an encounter with a regiment from another colonial power which had, according to a military report, crossed into our colonial claim on an obscured waterway a fair distance into the colony's hinterland. The report further goes on to state that this foreign regiment was, when encountered by our patrol, in the process of conducting a geological survey of the area, the object of which is as of yet unknown to us. Hawkish members of our war cabinet see this as a direct assault on Belgium's territorial integrity and call for the execution of a plan that they have termed quite simply Operation Belgian Fury. So, we could gain the place in the sun Casus Belli with no infamy, or we could not. Yeah. Okay. So we need to think very carefully about this, because this could ruin us, and it could make us. If we attack the Netherlands, what is going to happen? So we have the Ottomans, we have Spain, and we have Portugal. I don't think that Spain and Portugal are particularly strong, I would imagine. We can actually check this. Well, these are things being built on our lands. Okay. Just seeing if anything recently is going to affect us. Not really. Okay. So I don't think Spain is that strong. Portugal is probably not strong. The Ottomans are probably the big problem here. Let's just have a look, because we can actually look now, because we have the Casus Belli. Place in the sun. If we called our allies, who would accept? France and Italy would accept, Bavaria, Luxembourg, and Württemberg would not accept. Okay, France and Italy. So if I like said I wanted that one, does that change it? No, okay, so that's fine. So those are the people who would accept. So France, Italy, and ourselves. Let's take ourselves out of the equation. We'll assume that we're a neutral amount of power. We're not, but we'll assume that's where we're at. France has 191 in terms of sword power. The Ottomans has 71. Spain has 117. Okay, what is Italy's sword power? This is by rank, so I'd need to actually click on Italy to find out. Italy is fairly high up. Their sword rank, or their sword score is 29. That's actually not very high up. It's about the same as ours is 33. So Italy are a little bit weaker than ourselves. France are strong enough to take Spain. And the Ottomans, in terms of right now their strength. The Ottomans, does that mean that Wallachia is in their sphere? Would they join in the war? Probably not, because Italy, yeah. Italy's the only one that would join in there, and Luxembourg's also our ally, and they won't join in? Okay. So I'm assuming the Ottomans don't get to call their allies. This seems like a very winnable war. The problem is, okay, so here's the Ottomans' armies, right? They're going to be here. Their navy's going to be there. So, if we want to attack in, we need... France is going to initially send their men to Spain, I would hope. I would hope that'd be their first port of call. I'd assume Spain would send their men to France. The Ottomans would send their men to Africa. In fact, they are already in Africa, as they are already in a war with Abu Dhabi and Nesh. So that would be where the Ottomans would send their troops. Wait, does that army composition mean that they have no infantry? The middle one must be infantry, right? Either that means they have 11,000 cav and artillery and nothing else. That'd be a weird composition. Well, I suppose we could check it by hovering over ours, couldn't we? Yeah, so the middle one's infantry. So we're actually about... We're about even. They have a little bit more artillery there. But they're also a great power, so they got the tech advances. Oh, Portugal was the other one, wasn't it? I didn't actually look at Portugal's strength. How strong is Portugal? Portugal has 19 sword power, so they're pretty much inconsequential as far as things go. Italy, if they were in here, I would imagine their first port of call would be Spain. And I assume the navies of our combined powers would generally be beating the Ottomans' navies, so the Ottomans would have to get military access through Austria. What is Austria's opinion of the Ottomans? Can I see that? I don't know. Yeah, I can't see it. Well, that's fine. I am assuming that they will not let them through. So that means that the Ottomans have to use boats to get places unless they're going to, well, this area. I'm talking myself into this war. I think it's worth doing. It could be the end of us. That would be unfortunate. What Casus Belli could we do? What do we want from this? Malacus? Is that over here? Like, we could get a lot. Oh, that's Java. I think it's also over here. Do you want Java? Do you want to move over to that side of the world? Possibly. Well, what other land do they have? Anything else I want? They don't hold any land over there any longer. What else do you actually have? They have... Yeah, so they do have the Dutch West Indies, actually. They have St. Martin. Okay. Maybe we just take the one with the most things on it. So, Malacus. Yeah. Is it going to mean finding Malacus? So let's do a little... It's not that one? Oh, there's no hotkey for it in the game. That'd be why. I was trying to use the Crusader Kings hotkeys, so... This is... Just to... Yes, it is over here. That's fine. So I assume it's those islands. Okay. That's reasonable. We could get over there. Yeah. All seems doable. Let's declare the war. Okay, Netherlands. I declare a war on you for Malacus. Okay. Our allies, France and Italy, will accept. Bavaria, Luxembourg, and Württemberg won't. Fair enough. They're protected by Portugal, Spain, and the Ottomans. Ottomans are already in a war, so they might not come. Spain and Portugal probably will. We're going to call our allies. We're going to proceed. So we've declared war on the Netherlands. Our men right now are going to sit exactly where they are. Is our military... It's all up to top. Right, there we go. I might want to lower tax in the middle class a little bit, but maybe not while I'm at war. We do want to mobilize. Yeah. It's currently got a lot of impact due to anti-military war. Okay, so it limits our stuff to 66 mobilized units, but we're only going to get 22 anyway. Right? Or does it mean that we get 60... I don't know. We're just going to click the button. There we go. I think we're good. I think we're going to end the episode here. Actually, we're going to end the episode after our allies join. Because otherwise we might get a weird thing. So Luxembourg said yes. But they said they would say no. Right? Wait, Luxembourg are allies, but they're not in the war. Okay. So green doesn't mean in the war. There we go. So Württemberg said no. Luxembourg did honor their alliance. Bavaria said no. Italy honored their alliance, and France honored their alliance. That's fine. Württemberg, where are you? You're in here somewhere. Württemberg. I want that alliance again. I think we've just politely, diplomatically told them to go screw themselves, so that's not really going to go down very well. Down here, who is joined on the Netherlands side? No one? No one so far. We got 12 men just spawning in the capital. That's pretty good. The Netherlands have no allies. That is actually huge. That changes how I feel about this war 100%. This is now an easy war for us. Yeah. Right? They have no allies. So, yeah. I think this has worked out pretty well. I'm going to wait just a little bit to make sure. I'm just going to send men in here. We have 64 men on this province. That's probably a little overkill, I'd imagine, but yeah. Who needs to go overseas to siege the war goal when you can just siege their main provinces? You know what? We're going to break off. We're just going to go for their army. There we go. Do you want lose militancy or lose militancy? You know what? We'll lose more population and gain militancy. Or lose militancy. We are losing a lot of men in this battle. I'm assuming it's because our army composition sucks. I mean, it should be better, but they have a leader defense who's doing well, and we were rolling badly. But yeah, we still beat him. We're going to chase his army, I think. Yeah, we have double their men, so we should be able to win this, I would hope. We weren't, so actually, you know, getting destroyed by the Netherlands alone isn't great. Militancy or militancy? I guess we'll take militancy. Goodbye, men. You fought well, but you're now all dead. Oh, they're running away to the boats. Fantastic. Actually, great. Okay. I'm going to leave the boats out there. We can continue sieging. France will beat up the Netherlands when we need them to. It's all going well, I think. Yeah. Well, I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.